Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Ofner.
It's Montreal Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the GTL podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
Hey, welcome back again, tennis fans. Here we are for the Montreal Masters. Obviously, on the men's side, we have Toronto. On the women's, we have Montreal. And all the big names are back. We've got our Igas, we've got our Arynas, we've got our Rebeccanas, we've got the lot. And this one is going to be, well, for me, I feel like a real competitive tournament between some of the ladies who maybe didn't even fare too well at Wimbledon, and now they'll probably be happy that they're back on a hard surface, JG.
Yeah, big name you did forget, Ben, and that is Maria Sakkari, who's not known as semi-final Sakkari anymore because she wins semi-finals. However, she did lose the final to Coco Gauff, and it was rather one-sided as well. But I think it's important for Sakkari to get across that semi-final curse. I did see a tweet the other day. I think it was like the last 4 or 5 semi-finals she's lost in a row. So maybe even 6. I know it's been quite a few. So definitely a positive step. Now needs to take it another step further and actually start winning finals. She is a really good player. She beat some tough players in the lead up to that final. It is clearly just a mental block. And I'm not sure if she's in this event, but I hope she is, because I feel like she's got the ability to knock out one of them big 3 players you've mentioned if the draw aligns in a way where she'd play them early. Obviously not in a semi or a final, but early doors, I fancy her to beat some top players.
Well, she's got quite a high ranking, so the chances are it will be in the latter stages, and that's why she always meets them at the semi-finals. She did come out and say, I've just had enough of it now with this semi-final Sakkari stuff. And she said, I just don't care anymore. People are just too sad that they want to be talking about this type of thing. And she said that if you ask majority of the women on the tour, they'd probably be quite happy with my record of getting this deep in so many tournaments. So, but at least she's fighting back and she's acknowledging it, and she's actually moved past it. So maybe that's the step. Acknowledge it, move past it. And now she's in a final. Maybe she'll win something soon as well.
I don't really like that mentality or mindset, to be honest, Ben.
Okay.
I think that's a tad weak, personally. Coming out and saying, oh, it's great that not many other ladies can get this far. You're not talking about other ladies. We're talking about you. We're talking about your ability, what you're able to do. Why don't you just say, yeah, it's a real problem I'm having, and I'm gonna overcome it and beat it. I'd much rather I say that than just say, oh, I'm doing better than everyone else. So you might like it, but for me, I don't like it. I think it's a loser's mentality, and it needs to change if she wants to win. Otherwise, she'll continue to lose.
And we will find out how far she goes in JG's bracket very, very soon. Let's go through the past winners of this event, and another name popping up there, with controversy wrapped around it, is unfortunately Simona Halep, last year's champion. Well, we know she won't be playing in this tournament. She beat Beatrice Haddad-Maia in the final last year. We got Camila Giorgi. I remember that one back in 2021, beating Pliskova in the final. Andreescu defeating Serena Williams. I mean, it wasn't really even a match back in 2019.
I remember that as well.
Yeah.
I actually think my most recent memories of this one, what I really enjoyed, wasn't even last year. It was the Georgie Pliskova one.
Yeah.
Georgie was so good in that lead up. And I remember going into the US Open, we were thinking, oh, can she go far? And she just, no, dead. Back to Camila Giorgi, of normal. But yeah, I think it goes to show, we could see someone just burst on who we're not really expecting. Halep was a name we was expecting last year. Yeah. But with regards to the whole doping scandal and all the issues, there wasn't there I know she's continuing to train. I was just seeing a tweet about that earlier. She's still very much of the attitude that she's innocent and that the truth's going to come out. But there was something else what come out again going against her. And it just seems like all this evidence is stacking up. Yeah. And I'm not here to say that she's guilty because I don't have a clue. No. But it's just not looking good. And I feel she had the initial thing, and now there's been something else. I don't know the exact information on that, but I'm just trying to find a tweet now, but I can't seem to find it. But it just seems like this verdict to find out whether she's innocent or not is taking far too long, number one. I think she'd just rather all out in the open and just done with, because she's affecting her. If she's generally innocent, then it's affecting her career massively. And the damage, I feel, is already done at that point, because she's always going to be known now as a doper, even if she's proven innocent. It's just dragged on far too long. So I think we should come to some kind of definitive solution very soon. I did see there was more evidence which is negative. I can't find the tweet, but yeah, things not looking good for her at all.
Yeah, I'm reading this one. It says the tribunal continues to stall despite the due date, likely 2-year ban to be then appealed to the CAS, which I just want it just done and dusted for her, just so that she can move on for a bit, and which she can, if she's having a ban, decide, can she last until after that ban, or is that the end? Or we just need to know. Like, we need some finality on it. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. So let's move away from the past winners. As you can see there, it's a real mixed bag. Going through those ones, doesn't seem to be one that many people are able to really win a bunch of times. Mainly only the big guns like your Serena Williams or your Simona Haleps. So let's move into the main one. Iga's back. She's fresh off a win in her home country in Warsaw. Well done to her. Didn't have the toughest draw. The final was a bagel and a breadstick. She gets a bye through the first round, and she'll face either Lin Zhu or Karolina Pliskova, a former finalist here back in 2021.
Yeah, it's crazy that Pliskova's there. I guess it's because of her seeding, being unseeded. That's why she is number 4 in the draw. I'll have her beating Zhu. I'm going to go Glacheva to beat Sir Stayer as well as an unpopular one.
Yeah, I'm going to be going with Sir Stayer here.
There's actually some really good players in this one, like Potapova, Mukova, so early as well.
What a match.
I'm going to go Potapova.
It's a real tough one for me. I forgot this was even one of the first round matches, if I'm perfectly honest. I know I'd seen it on there, but I hadn't even made a decision on it.
Every round is so good, by the way.
Yeah.
This tournament's incredible.
I'm going to go Mukova for now. Right, moving down. Hadamaya against Paula Badoza. Oh, my word. That's another cracker. Straight off the bat.
They all are. I've just had a sneak look.
And these two played twice before, one apiece, both on hard court this year, but Hadamaya was the victor last time. I think she's going to be a victor again.
She was the finalist last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, finalist last year. And she's beaten Badoza earlier this year on hard in Doha.
Okay, I'll have Annie Fernandez. I'm going to go Svitolina to beat Colin, Sakkari with a bye, Pegula with a bye, Noskova to beat Pera,
Wise.
Vekic to beat Paolini, because I'm a bit of a Vekic stan at the moment. Keys to beat Venus Williams. I mean,
I'll agree with that.
Venus, she's just an icon, but in a competitive match, like, is she going to win matches? I just don't see it happening.
Win the tournament?
She's not going to win matches, Ben. But
should you come into a tournament?
I'm never going to tell Venus Williams it's time to retire. I think she can choose that herself. She thinks
she can win the tournament.
I don't think she does. I don't think she's delusional.
This is it's strange.
I don't understand why such a big champion would still want to keep playing tennis if they know they can't win, because you'd expect that they would know what that winning feeling is like. And I feel like she's been doing that for quite some years now.
Yeah.
But who am I to tell one of the Williams what to do with tennis? Fair play. She can do whatever she wants to do. But I will not be picking her to win any matches. Vondrousova to beat Sharif. Wozniacki, she's come back now. I think she'll lose to Burrell.
Oh, what? She's not going to go through. You're not going to pick the...
Well, she's won this event as well, I think. I feel like I saw her name a second ago.
Yeah, we can go back there. There she is, back in 2010. I'm going to go for it. I like a good story, so I'm going to have Wozniacki winning that one.
All right, I'll have Bolter beating Marino, Goff with a bye, Garcia with a bye, Balskova to beat Day,
I'm a
Zhang
Marina.
to beat Blinkova.
Go on. Yeah, I'll go with that.
We had the big incident with Zhang the other day, didn't it, with the cheating? I felt a bit
Yeah.
sorry for her.
That's-
And I feel like I'm going to back her more now after seeing that. I didn't like it at all. I'm going to have Mertens beating Kasatkina.
I'm going
I'll
to
go-
go Kasatkina.
Azarenka to beat Lynette, Sloane Stephens to beat
Yeah.
Kalinina, Ostapenko to beat Brady, Rybakina by, Kvitova by, Georgie Andreescu, 2 champions.
Ooh. Wow. I mean, that one's a tasty one. If I've ever seen one.
I'll go Andreescu.
I'd say you think you've got to, but you
I
don't
don't
have.
know, actually. Georgie's
I
just
like
got through
it.
qualifying as well, so she must be winning.
Andreescu needs to keep her body together at the minute. Like, I can't see another injury. It's going to devastate me if I see it again. Hey, I'm going to go for it, though. Andreescu.
Yeah,
Parks.
Parks, Bencic,
Yep.
Samsonova.
Yeah.
I'm going to King Wing Zheng. She won an event. She dropped down, didn't she, and won something?
Yes, she did. You're right. It was a slightly smaller
Was it on
event.
clay, though?
I can double check that for you.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's on clay, I'm not going to pick her.
Just bear with me. It was on clay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have Kostyuk then. And then I'll go
Always
Matic
same.
and Sabalenka.
I'm going to go Sorenko to knock out Matic. It's been
Oh,
playing all right.
Rybakina Saba on the same half.
Oh, it's always the way. Right,
Okay, I'll
to
have
the
Iga
top.
beating Pliskova. Potapova beating Gracheva.
Mukova.
I'm going to go Leyla Fernandez leading up to the US Open.
I think Hadab Meyer, she's really impressed me. I feel like she's just getting better and better.
I'm going to have Sakkari beating Svitolina.
I'm not. I have Sakkari going
Ooh.
out.
So you just gave her a big positive speech how proud and inspired you are for all the losing she's been doing, and now you're having a losing.
Final. She's a bit tired now, isn't she?
I'm going to have Pegula beating Noskova.
Yeah.
Vekic Keys, gosh, what are them two doing?
I'll
Final. Wimbledon
go with
final.
yeah. What are they doing back together again? I'll have keys.
I'll go Vekic, why not?
Whoa. It's a surprise package out. I have Vondrusova beating Wozniacki.
Yeah. Vondrusova, Wimbledon champion. Is this the first time she's played since?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'll have Coco Gauff beating Bolter, Garcia beating Balskova, Mertens beating Zhang, Stevens to knock out Azarenka.
I have Kasatkina, Garcia.
Then Rybakina, Kvitova, Bencic.
I'm not so sure on Rybakina at the moment. I'm not sure. Let me just. I just want to have a quick look to see what she's actually been up to since. Nothing since she lost at Wimbledon.
Who'd she lose to again?
Jabeur.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's going to lose this match actually against Ostapenko.
Yeah, might do. Samsonova and Saba.
We go Kvitova, Parks to beat Bencic,
Ooh,
Samsonova.
don't have that.
No,
No.
and Saba. Yeah, of course. Right, back to the top. Quick. There we go. Now we get a bit more interesting, bit deeper. Iga Mukova on mine. Who do you have?
Iga Potapova. I'm going to have Iga.
I feel like Iga will beat Mukova as well.
I'll then go Sakkari to beat Fernandez.
I think we're going to have Hadab Meyer beat Svitolina.
Gula to beat Vekic.
And we're going to have Keys to beat Pegula. No, I want Pegula, but I can't pick her. It's not working. I think Pegula would get through here, actually. I can't pick it, so it's going to have to show Noskova for now.
Okay.
Pegula through for me.
I'm going to go Vondrusova to beat Goff.
No, I'm going to go Goff. I feel like she's in a good spell of form. Carry it on.
Garcia beating Mertens. Rybakina to beat Stevens. Bencic to beat Kvitova. I didn't like how Kvitova went out of Wimbledon. Really just annoyed me. So
yeah, it was poor. Ostapenko to beat Azarenka. Am I getting a bit too big on Parks here?
probably.
Maybe she...
Just put her through. Go on.
Maybe she hits it out of the park.
Another win for me.
And then Samsonova versus Sabalenka. This is one of your faves.
Saba for sure.
Yeah, I'll put her through. But
Saba's draw is nice. Looking at it.
one of us been playing all right. So move to the top.
Okay.
Iga versus Haddad Meyer. I've got. Who have
I've
you
got
got?
Iga Sakkari, and at the start I was saying how Sakkari could knock out a big seed because it's not going to be in a semi-final. But I don't think that was the one I was looking for. I was hoping she was going to be with either a Saba or a Rybakina, but no. I think Iga beats her. I think Vondrousova beats Pegula.
I'm going to go for Iga going out. I'm going to have Haddad Meyer beating.
No. I think Iga's going to do it.
And then I'm going to have... Who have I got here?
This Pegula got...
Yeah, Pegula, I feel, wins this one.
I've got Garcia Rybakina. I'm going to go Garcia to knock out Rybakina.
And I've got Ostapenko versus Garcia. I'm going to go Ostapenko.
I'll have Saba beating Bencic.
Saba beating Parks. And then we've got our semi-finals by the looks of it.
Ostapenko is not getting to the semi, Ben. And neither's Noskova.
It's not Noskova, it's Pegula. Just so you can see. It's back here. I can't pick it.
Bloody joking. Right, I'll have Iga beating Vondrousova.
I'm going to have Haddad Meyer get into the final again.
God, not Noskova. She did so well.
She's got all the way. She's playing a final, I think, soon.
She's getting better, actually, again.
She is. She's pretty good.
Garcia Sabalenka. I'm going to go Sabalenka. I'm going to have to go for the 1-2.
Again?
Yeah.
God,
again.
what's happened to you? Really? Something's in the water, I think. I've got a slightly different one. I've got Haddad Meyer versus Sabalenka in the final. Who's going to win it?
I think the same as what you've got, and that's going to be Sabalenka. I think Iga may lose this final. I'm
going Sabalenka as well, and unfortunately for Haddad Meyer, yet again a beaten finalist.
Yeah, if Haddad Meyer can get there, that'll be awesome. But Saba will have a little bit too much for her. If we get the Iga Saba final, I would favour Saba slightly. I don't know why I feel like that, but just yeah. If Saba gets tense, then potentially Iga could do it. I hope we get the 1-2 final because I feel we're due one on the women's. I don't want to watch it on the men's. I don't want to watch Medvedev Alcaraz, but Iga Saba just before the US Open, I think is going to be a really good indicator to know where we're at with them two. And I want to see that match before the US Open, basically. So I am doing it because I want it more than I think it's going to happen.
And do you think coming into this tournament, the fact Saba hasn't played yet since Wimbledon and Iga has played a whole tournament and won on hard court, will that play any factor into this?
Not really. I think in terms of the excitement and watchability of tennis right now, I think it's essential we get a 1-2 final here, Iga Saba, because it gives fans and it gives people who maybe don't necessarily watch much tennis a good snapshot of what can be seen on the women's tour. And them two, I don't feel like we'll disappoint in the final. I think we'll see some really good stuff. And I'm hoping if that is the case, it will convert some new fans and it will just get people really excited for the US Open. And talking about this event as well, because I think that is the final which will sell out the seats.
Most definitely. Right. Well,
they're 1-2 for a reason.
Yeah, let us know who you picked for your winner in the comment section below. We can't wait to read through those, and we'll drop you a little reply on there as well and let you know our thoughts on your picks. But anything else left to say on this one?
No, just make sure hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you for some live watch-alongs this week, hopefully.
Yeah, hit that bell notification.
See you soon.